Right. Yes, I know I have not been live at all this week for live trading. I know. I know. I haven't been live. But regardless, I am still here. The reason I haven't been live is just I'm honestly just taking a break week. Um I've been backtesting a lot though, but I don't know. I just sometimes you need to take a break from trading, step away. This has been my kind of like break of the month or break of the past 3 months, like 3 months. Like this is like a real solid break, basically this whole week. And then honestly, starting on Monday, we will get back into things. I'll live trade every day. Um, in all honesty, uh I've been thinking about basically starting a once a month kind of swing trading fund thing. And this is something I've actually been thinking about for quite some time. It's not recent. I've been thinking about this for like months and months. I need to get my laptop plugged in here. So I've been thinking about this for months and months, about having a swing trading thing, like a once a month swing trading type thing, and probably would just do one contract. The risk cannot be worth a part of a contract. It must be the whole contract, and then it's just an option contract. That's a swing trade, whether it be like a week, 2 weeks, 3 weeks, or a month, or whatever. And it could be basically whatever I want to do. And I've been thinking about it for a while, and that's what I've kind of been up to this week. Is I've been thinking about swing trading, and I actually did my first trade. Uh, I didn't go public about this or anything, but I did do my first trade. I actually I loved this. Basically, we have the 12-hour inversion here. Okay, so I did go ahead and execute this. It's been kind of slow the past couple days, but it's a contract that's basically we have till a week from now before it expires. So I still have a bit of time, and basically, what I'm thinking is we have what's it called? Forget what it's called. No, I don't forget what it's called. I'm just blanking on what's tomorrow. Employment data. We have employment data coming out tomorrow, and um, we have next week we have inflation data. We have CPI and PPI. So we have a lot of news coming out this week and next week. I'm really liking these highs here, and it was basically off of this inversion slash this inversion, right? When I saw us get this outside bar and inverse this at the same time, bang, like that's solid. That's solid. I think this closed. When did this close? This was the 6 o'clock. So this is a 12-hour candle. So yeah, this was closing basically Monday. So you have this 12-hour inversion and outside bar. This is what I call an inversion IFGX. I nicknamed it that because it's like a crossfire. It's like an inversion for value gap, and it's an outside bar at the same time. Very strong. Very, very strong. Hold on, I'm gonna actually take out my AirPods. Very strong when you get that. An inversion and an outside bar. And so, yeah, I'm really just thinking I'm gonna start trying this now. This swing trading fund, probably like once a month. I don't know if I'm gonna really go public with it. Like I'm probably not gonna say what I'm doing. But I'm just gonna it's gonna be my own personal swing trading fund. But I really liked this inversion on the 12-hour. And it also ended up souping the true quarter open, which is also why I thought it was so beautiful. So next week, it might be too, what's the word? Next week, the end of next week might be too soon, but I feel like with inflation and with employment tomorrow, as news drivers, logically, I feel like we shouldn't need another week to go run that low resistant liquidity. But we'll see. So, but yeah, we got just these massive news drivers here, and we will get to low time frame stuff. But anyway, what the heck? Why didn't it save? But I swear, every time I backtest, guys, I learn so much. So you got to keep showing up to backtest. You got to keep showing up because I always learn. I always do. So yeah, and then here's the outside bar that occurs at the same time. Pretty sweet, huh? Right? Souping the true open. Nice, nice. Right? Kind of see what I'm saying? And then I think there was also another true open at somewhere here. I think it was a true week open, right? That got souped there, kind of. Or it was last week's true week open. Right, and that got souped here. So, I'm actually curious, now that we mention it, we should probably be paying attention to last month's true month open as well. Kind of see how we manipulate that. And so then I was like, okay, this is also like basically a 2022 model on the 12-hour. And so this is kind of what I've been following for the past few days, honestly. Like I've been following this pretty consistently. Also, I'm working with ChatGPT to make a time-based S&T indicator, and I actually think it might be kind of good, hopefully. And I actually need to check to see how well it did because I haven't checked it yet. So I'm gonna have to check that in a second. Wow, look at I'm realizing looks like the session manipulation level and then session distribution level for yesterday were hit pretty nicely. That's unrelated, sorry. Yeah. Guys, as much as we want to be like, oh man, the market had to do this because, you know, my analysis was objectively correct. Like, I don't know how many times I'll have to have the market humble me before I'll realize this, but the market's always right. And the more you backtest, the more you actually discover how true that is, because then you go back in the chart and say, okay, well, why did this happen? And then you're like, oh, yeah, it's just because of this reason and this reason and this reason. And then you're like, oh, wow, yeah. Oh, this is a cool way to mark out a Reaper gap, I'm not going to lie. a little like yeah, it's kind of fun. So then you have that outside bar. So yeah, basically I'm like, okay. I kind of think we're gonna get continuation. We got basically two different low resistant chunks here. We got the upper one, and then you got the lower one, which we purged, and it honestly makes a lot of sense. Well, why we did what we did, because here. Because we run that first chunk, and then we get a little retrace. And then see what I'm here, I'll show you what I'm talking about. We run this first low resistant chunk here. We get a little retrace. And now we're pushing back down into this imbalance here, which is also just an implied gap and a breaker block. So my gut tells me PPI tomorrow should deliver price higher, but I mean, it could always end up being next week that delivers price higher with CPI and PPI. So I'm not gonna just sit here and say it has to happen. I want it to happen because I do have a swing trade, but if it doesn't, then whatever. So yeah, you basically have two different low resistant chunks. One here, and then a second one up here. You have this IVGX is what I call it, when you have an outside bar and an inversion at the same time. And I actually thought about the whole volume imbalance thing more, and I'm going to, there's basically two different things. There's volume imbalances, which is like a gap between the close and the open of a candle where they like, it's in the same direction. That's basically volume balance. And then there's kind of like a gap that caves in on itself. That's like a candle overlap. That's the opposite of a volume balance. And so what I realized is those are the main two ways that the volume balances will form. It'll be a gap in the same direction, which is the traditional volume balance, or it'll be a cave back in on itself with the candles overlap. And I'm making a name for that. I'm calling that the I think I decided I'm gonna call it the convection block. So I think that's a pretty sweet name, honestly. But anyway, yeah, true quarter open, and I think we have a right. And I need to get out the split screen here with YM and ES. And I want to check out the new indicator and see if this new indicator is any good. And let's get out SB Pro as well. Okay. Okay, okay, so there is actually, I made a specific template for back testing with SMTs, so I have to use that. Okay. And I need to favorite that then. Alright, just getting this all pulled up. And yeah, I know I haven't been live at all this week. I have not been live trading. I'm aware. I'm just taking a break week. I'll come back next week. It's all good. Sometimes, honestly, everyone needs a break week every once in a while. So I really think that's a positive thing. So, I didn't mean to do that. Okay. Okay, so this is my other screen. It's kind of a little bit of a mess right now, but that's okay. All right, let's check to see if ChatGPT made my indicator. First, I'm going to actually put this analysis in my Discord. But yeah, low resistant chunk 1, low resistant chunk 2. Okay. I'm gonna copy this real quick and put it in. Why am I not logged in on Discord? What the heck? Okay. Bang. Alright. Gonna kind of copy this here. Like, I still think this is logical, honestly, that we should just get a continuation to this next low resistant chunk. We actually used, interestingly, new week, I think it was a weekly volume, or, yep, a weekly volume balance, most likely. Either a weekly volume balance or some other kind of weekly gap. That's interesting, actually, that we rejected that so precisely. Oh man, backtesting is so cool. Okay. Right, so this, like I said, come on, load. What's going on? Can it copy? Thank you. And then okay. So, man, I do think that that's kind of cool. So I just want to mention this. Shout out to this weekly volume balance here. Because it did actually reject price with a true open. And actually, that makes a lot of sense. If you really think about why we even had to retrace at all with this much displacement, it'd have to have a pretty good reason. And, well, I think we souped true month open with this weekly volume balance here. That actually makes a lot of sense. And then, in my opinion, I think we're just waiting for news here. I think we're waiting for news. Tomorrow and then next week. That's my That's my guess. I don't know for sure, but that's my guess. Shout out to this weekly volume balance. Right, hopefully y'all see it. So it was a true weekly volume balance. It wasn't any other weird kind. We're going to have to learn more about those other kinds of volume balances still. I'm still trying to learn about them, but yeah, we'll figure it out eventually. But yeah, shout out to this weekly volume balance. Great job rejecting price here. Great job utilizing the true open, true month open. So makes a lot of sense. Whoops. Oh yeah, we're gonna check if ChatGPT made my indicator. What is this? Okay, we need to turn this off. Like, you always are like, man, my analysis was right. The market it was wrong today. The market was wrong today. And you just want to blame the market. You're like, I'm just such a good trader. The market just was terrible, bad price action. And it's like, or maybe you should humble yourself before the market and look at the market and see what happens and figure it out. Because let me tell you, the market is always right. The market is always right. Okay, so yeah, you have these low resistant highs up here. Bang. We already ran these low resistant highs. Super true month open there. Use the 2022 for value gap here. 12-hour outside bar here. Okay. So, shout out to the weekly volume balance for rejecting price. My guess is there was a shadow model off of it. All right, let's start saving stuff in a folder actually for today. I don't think I made a folder yet for this. I haven't made a folder for Tuesday or Wednesday. That's sad, but whatever. 8-7? Nope, 8-6. Thursday. Wait, Thursday or Wednesday? Nope, Thursday. Okay. That means this day was 8-3. Yeah, man, I still think it's a buy model. I just don't know when. I don't know when we're gonna start running these low resistant highs up here. Because it could be tomorrow for NFP. For NFP, it could also be that it waits till CPI. Yeah. Or it could that be that it doesn't do either. It could be that it does not do either. And we maybe run those highs even later, in which case then my swing trade is going to fail, and that's fine, but whatever. Okay. So, yeah. It's a true weekly volume balance. So that's the official name I'm giving for like volume balances that are like the textbook, like gap between two candles going the same direction. Hey, what up, Nivtha? How's it going? So, as you know, I have not been live trading this week. It means obvious. I've just been taking a break week, and I think everyone needs a break week every once in a while. Just how it goes. But you know what? Next week, for sure. Most likely for sure next week, I will be back at it, and we will be live trading every day, most likely. So, but yeah, you know what? Everyone needs a little bit of a break every once in a while, and this has probably been my break for this quarter, honestly, and then I'm gonna get right back into it, full steam ahead. It's just hard. It's just hard because I'm always so busy, but we keep moving. We keep moving. So yeah, there's always so much to learn. It's crazy. Like every time I backtest, there's always something new. Always. So yeah, market maker buy model here. Weekly volume balance is what I call this is what I call a true volume balance, because it is the textbook version of two candles going the same direction and void between them, right? So I'm trying to classify over time. I'm trying to classify all the different kinds of volume balances. That's cool. Enjoy your week. I mean, yeah, it's not ideal, but it's just kind of where my head's been this week. As I said at the beginning of the stream, I've actually been really considering an idea that I've been having for the past 3 or 4 months, which is I'm genuinely considering doing a possible swing trade once a month, just because I do think that I usually have pretty good higher time frame ideas, and so I'm thinking about having a swing trading fund where I do like one swing trade a month, or at least one bullet a month, and doing like basically have the freedom to do whatever I want with that one bullet. Well, it could be like a few days, it could be a week, could be 2 weeks, could be 3 weeks, could be a month long. But I've been really contemplating that this week. That's basically one thing I've been doing this week while I've been gone, is I've been contemplating that, and I did do the first swing trade. It's basically this 12-hour inversion that's also an outside bar. It's what I call an inversion for value gap crossfire. So that's what the X means. We have an outside bar and an inversion at the same time. So we ran up to this LRLR chunk 1 here, and I don't know when, but I do think maybe NFP tomorrow, maybe CPI, PPI next week. We get second stage distribution at some point, I would think. Could I be wrong? 100%. 100%. Could definitely be wrong. But I do think that we should get the second stage distribution here. So we'll see. We'll see. If it ends up being high resistant, we might come back down a little bit more. We'll see. Yeah, so I'm trying to officially classify all the different kinds of weekly volume balances, or the different kinds of volume balances. And the textbook one, I'm just going to start calling true volume balance. And I'll show you what I'm here. I'll just draw it out. right? So this is the textbook volume balance, just when you have two candles the same direction. And there's a void between them, and they're the same direction. Because no one's going to teach you this stuff, so you just kind of have to name them yourself, okay? This is just basically, I'm just marking this up so I have this for my notes, okay? So this is what I'm officially defining as a true volume balance. Just by true, I just mean like the most obvious textbook version. But the reason I want to have them classified is because based off of like what kind it is, it behaves differently. And I've said this before. And the reason I can't call them new week opening gaps is because they're not new week opening gaps. They're not. I mean, the weekly volume balance is slightly different than a new week opening gap. So I can't necessarily call them new week opening gaps. So weekly volume balance is a true volume balance. And I'm going to have a little note here. A true volume balance, meaning the textbook version where it is two directional candles the same direction and a void between them. All right. So we will get to the next thing whenever we get to it. I don't know when. We will. So this is my definition. Oh yeah, and then the other thing, I'll make a screenshot of the convection block later, but that the idea is the opposite of this is when these are overlapped, and I'm gonna start calling that, I'm gonna refer to that as a convection block. That's just the name I'm gonna start giving it because I don't really think it's a volume balance. Okay, so there's definitely shadow model here, clearly. And that is basically why we retraced so hard. I mean, we could go on the 15-minute. It probably becomes pretty obvious. But yeah, looks like an AMD day. Yeah, basically textbook AMD day. So I'm actually going to get rid of this. We're just going to review yesterday real quick. So just AMD day to the downside. Maybe one way you could know that is because there's no news drivers. We just hit the first LRLR chunk, so maybe you would not expect continuation. But it's kind of hard because at the same time, it's like you want to go with the trend. RTH gap actually unfilled. So yeah, AMD day. Looks like we do have a change in state of delivery there. So you can enter on that close or on the retest of this, either one. Let's actually get rid of this real quick. What's this? Is it another new week opening gap? Or a new, or I mean, yeah, it's a new week opening gap. Okay, let's use my true open indicator. Oh, we were gonna see if we could use my new my new indicator. Oh my gosh. Yeah, let's go ahead and see my new indicator and see if it's a thing. Wow, yeah, all the true opens manipulated. I'm gonna go figure out if ChatGPT made it or not. Well, obviously it did. Meaning if it made it well or made it not well. So I had it make it last night. I actually had it make 2 different indicators. Bro, why is it want me to add credits? I added credits earlier. Anyway, hopefully, let's see if this works. What do I want to call this? 6 hour and 90-minute SMT detector. All right, pasting it. Interesting. Oh wow, this is this is kind of a mess. Yeah. So far I don't like it. Okay. Getting rid of it. Well, when I have more credits with ChatGPT, I'll have it work on it more. So stupid. Why did the credit thing become a thing? It's annoying. Whoever made that video about how AI, they're gonna start charging us way more for everything, like, that was spot on. Like, they're basically getting everyone addicted to AI, and then they're gonna up the prices. It's sad. I wish it wasn't a thing, because I'm addicted to AI, because I think it's really, really useful and helpful, but it's just reality. Like, the whole, like, I was using Grok, and then they upped the price, and then I stopped using Grok, and then now I switched back to ChatGPT, and they're upping the prices, kinda. Well, not really. They're just capping usage. And it's just annoying because I'm like, bro, I just want to just pay the monthly fee and then that's all. Okay? But nope, nope. You have minimum amount of usage. Very annoying. So yeah, AMD day. I mean, you have this, you have the whole range here. Okay. Yeah. I'm gonna turn the light brightness up on this a little bit. Maybe. Is that too bright? I don't know. We have a sweep of London high. I think we had a London SMT. Yeah, basically, I think. Wait, psych? Just kidding, we did not. At all. Anyway. Wow, there was no drawdown. It's crazy. Wow, 4 projections. There you go. Sheesh. It's crazy what happens when you trade the market correctly. One day. One day. Hmm. Bang, bang. There you go. 4 projections and delivery off of this volume balance. This is what I call shadow model. If y'all are new here, most y'all know that already though. I have not made a video on shadow model at all before, actually, so maybe a lot of people don't know that. It's just annoying because it's like, well, you have to get this exact entry, and it's this exact time, and if you're not looking at the right thing at the right time, you won't get it. You know what I'm saying? That is really the tricky part. Is you really just have to be there and be looking and be trading at the right time, the right place, and seeing all the things you need to see. And that's just not easy at all. So yeah, just very textbook AMD day, really. This is what I call, what did I call it? Daily profile number what? I think daily profile number 3. Yeah, I called it daily profile number 3. Man, we had an AMD day today, and we had an AMD day last week. A lot of AMD days. Difference between what I would consider a New York reversal and a AMD day is just New York reversal is literally just we've been trending in London and Asia, and then we reverse. This is just accumulation reverse. So so that's 10:30. This was yesterday. Gotta make a folder for yesterday. 8/5/26. Why is trading so hard? I have to be on the charts at the exact right time, exact right place. Look at everything. Trade right. Do the right thing. 10:30 shadow model. Weekly VI aligned with a 15-minute CISD. Well, we just keep backtesting until it's just literally part of our, like, it's literally just becomes a reflex. You know what I'm saying? Okay. Yeah. Man, I wish that SMT indicator was kind of working. Cause it's kind of could have been helpful. I'll keep working on it later. This is one of the best indicators I've made recently, or I've had ChatGPT help me with making. It's so useful, genuinely. Yeah, maybe let's just get rid of everything. Let's just look at something else. Or let's do more defining volume balances on the daily and the weekly, right? So for instance, once again, daily volume balance, daily volume. This is what I would consider true daily volume balances. But then like a candle overlap like this, like I'm curious. This is what I would consider the new thing. This is what I would consider the convection block. So I just want to study this real quick. So once again, this is just a new thing I'm naming, different than a volume balance, but I don't know what to call it. I can't call it new week opening gaps or new day opening gaps because it's still technically not a new week opening gap either. So this is what I'm now referring to as a convection block. Okay, and I want to study this because I think it's going to behave differently a little bit. And I want to refer to the other two kinds as well, because there's going to be basically two more kinds. There's going to be, yeah, I'll get to them in a second. Or I'll get to them later once I kind of like define this. Once again, I mean, I could call this a volume balance, but for my back testing, they just behave differently. So I want to call it something different. Okay. Is what I am going to now start referring to as a convection block. Why not a volume balance? Because from my back testing, it behaves differently. And I want to define it under a different name. So specifically, it is two directional candles going the same direction with overlapping close and open. Obviously, you know, it's already a thing. It's already been a thing. I can't say it's like officially mine, but you know, I can say like I independently discovered it. You know what I'm saying? And I think that's the case with everything, and all of you guys can do the same thing too. You can do whatever you want. Convection block. Jake trades at convection block defined. Okay, so let's just kind of look around and see, does the market really even care about this or not? And clearly it does. I mean, like this, right? So basically a volume balance is what it is, but I don't know. I'm not going to call it that because it's different. But I will, honestly, I will still call it shadow model if it's a change in state off of it. Yeah, like 4 projections right there, bang. That's nice. This is the first shadow model using a convection block. Back tested. I just want a name for it, okay? Is that too much to ask? $12.30. What day was this? Thursday, July 16th. What the? July 16th? Okay, we gotta go back, way back. don't even have a folder for July 16th. Shadow model, or what time was this at? 12:30. Shadow model, CB. Was it a daily CB? I think so. Yeah. Okay. Yeah, I feel like I'm just constantly learning. And so I wanted to find the other two types of volume balances because I realized there's really only four. There's overlapping, directional, disconnected, directional, overlapping, opposite, and disconnected opposite. So I'm going to have to make names for those as well. But I'll do that later. So let's see here. Yeah, we have the weekly quarters. Obviously, just massive expansion higher to start the week. Man, that was kind of cool. I bet you there was a... bet you that wasn't a bad trade, honestly. Now, the thing is, that candle had not closed yet. So you would not really know whether it was going to be a... Interesting. That's actually so interesting if you think about it. You wouldn't even know if it was going to be a volume balance or if it was going to be something else. I talked about this, though. I said Monday, August 3rd, I said that was a Cosmic Edge. And I already have this journaled here. But that's the thing. Like, I don't think we had it defined yet as a... Oh, that's so interesting. Because sometimes you don't know if this is going to be a daily volume balance yet, or if it's going to be... if it's going to close the opposite way. Like, for instance, let's find an example of the other two kinds. There's really two other kinds. So this close. So this is a possible convection block that ends up going opposite direction. Okay. So it was going to be how did you enter swing trading? Which model? I did the 12-hour inversion. That was also an outside bar. That was my trade. So okay. So we need to define this now as well, okay? Because, right, think about it. This would have been what we would have referred to as, or what I would have referred to as convection block. But it actually did not become one, right? It ended up closing red. Right? So it could have ended up like this. Instead, it ended up like this. So I need a name for this. Let me ask ChatGPT. what do I call or name bro, so okay. So I need 2 new names for 2 new kinds of things. I have volume imbalances here, which are going to be a disconnected gap between 2 same direction candles. I have my new thing I made, which is convection block, which is 2 same direction candles, but instead of the bodies being disconnected like a volume imbalance, they overlap. Now I need 2 more names for the 2 other cases. One for directional candles that would have been a convection block, but since the candle closes the other way and isn't the same direction as candle 1, it is something different. And same for volume imbalance, when instead of directional candles, it closes back. Candle 2 closes back in towards candle 1. So once again, like here, should I do all the different versions? Right, this is what I would consider volume balance. Or no, this is what I consider CB. Oh man. Let's see if you can give me good names. So there's really 4 kinds. Oh, I could call them FVI because it's for failed. I'm actually gonna draw all these out. Kind of get what I'm saying. If it's on the back, why is it in front of this thing? Whatever. Here, this is all I'm gonna have. I could do the Bears versions as well, but I just don't want to. Well, I could. But I think the point is made by the bullish versions. Okay, I'm screenshotting this. Four kinds of, I don't want to say volume balance, but four kinds of voids with candle bodies. Okay, let's see. Let's see if it can help me come up with a name. It's a very interesting concept. It's like very I think it's really kind of deep in trading theory, but they're different. They are. I mean, they are. I cannot call it an RB. an RB because RB is already rejection block. Oh, I actually like what its idea. It says CVI. A counter volume. I like that. Oh my gosh. That's actually fire. Okay. Like, guys, you have to realize it doesn't matter what you call them as long as you understand what they are and can trade using them. You could call them whatever you want. That's why I studied the market, because like the market will teach you everything, you know. Okay. Jake trades it. Guide to voids and candle bodies. The different voids with candle bodies. Okay. Cool. Well, officially got names for all those guys. It's kind of cool. It's like, yeah, ooh, and I was, okay, I'm thinking because sometimes a volume imbalance is used a high time frame volume imbalance is used, for instance, on the weekly or daily. During the intraday or intra-week formation of the next candle. So we don't know yet whether it is a CVI or VI. Do you think in that instance we should just be calling them VI? Ooh. Developing volume balance, so DVI. I like that. DVI, DCB. When candle 2 of the relationship hasn't closed yet. Yet DCB, DVI, and DCB. Okay. I'll be back. And yeah, I don't know if I'll be trading tomorrow. Well, because I can't trade live yet. because I decided to do the swing trade instead. Yeah, I don't know what I'm gonna do yet. I may go live just to watch, but I won't be trading if I do go live. We'll see. Might just be charting and stuff. Yeah, it's just kind of weird because technically, like, what the heck is this, right? Close and then open. It looks more like a volume balance if you think about it. So it gets kind of messy because there's all these weird niche cases like this. We open above the close of, or yeah, we open above the open of the prior day with opposing candles. Man, it gets confusing very fast, honestly. Yeah, wow. Yeah. Daily suspension block. I wonder if that was used. No, that's a 2-day. Whoops. What should we look at now? Yesterday? Or I guess today. We'll look at today. Yeah. First percent for value, I've got inverse, went straight up. Yeah. That about makes sense. It's crazy simple, but it's true. That's what happened. Interestingly, include the volume balance, and now all of a sudden, now we tap this. Whoops. Let's do our little snapshot of the true opens. Where did it go? Isn't that just incredible? Just perfect. It's just perfect. Wow. You have midnight all the way up here. That's a pretty nice RR on that trade. Man, I want an SSMT snapshot indicator as well. That would be helpful. I think that'd be a little bit harder to make at some point, though. So you could enter on the first center for value gap retest too. especially because it's retesting a volume balance. Like, what if you made like a bot that could only buy beneath all the true opens and only sell above all the true opens? Somehow I feel like that would make the bot more precise, maybe? It's probably what they do. That's probably why true opens even work in the first place. It is interesting though, like, who decided that it was going to be the open of Q2 and not Q1? But I mean, this is just how the market moves, so I'm not saying I'm not gonna fight it. Relatively equal highs there. It's a logical target. I would just say there's your spot to target. It's like getting a trade like this and just being able to hold it. That's the power of trading, guys. That is the power of trading, is once you get good, you can understand this and take trades like this. That's perfectly like 4R there. Off a that's wow. That's just that is too clean. What on earth? That is stealing money from a baby because it's the market. That's bizarrely clean. So yeah, like I said, like projections can be measured out in so many different ways. Like in this case, I'd use that low there. Very, very precise. So what time was this? 9:35. And I don't consider retests different than the actual trade. I just call them first percent for value gap inversion. So 9:35. I'm just gonna say 0, 0. And then first presented 1p IFG. It's on the 1 minute. Obviously. Yeah, just London HI is just chilling. The market reversed up to it. We'll look at the 90-minute quarters. There's automatic settings for this. That's useful. Perfect. Okay, I'm setting this up correctly. Yeah, so I want to do. Hey, hello, coming from Discord. Just arrived to say hi and depart. Keep the hustle mentally. Thanks, man. I appreciate it. Thank you. It's very nice of you. So 15-minute, 1 minute. then I feel like all of these should not be, like, this should be like 15 second. And this should be like 5 second. And this should not exist. This should be like the 1 second. And then same with this. I'm gonna take a picture of this. I might actually change this again though. And then I can just keep it on. Oh, hey, you're the Robinhood trader? Let's go. Sweet, bro. Awesome. Okay, this is fine for now. So now it's just gonna be automatic. I just click this. I go to 1 minute. Boom, there you go. That is so helpful, bro. Wow. And I go to 5 minute. Boom. We're on there. Oh, but that's kind of too tight. This low-key should not be past the 5 minute. 15 minutes. No. I don't want to look at that on the 15. I want the, yeah, 5 minutes the max for this. Okay, let's switch that. It's trial and error. Trial and error. So here's the updated version. It's just gonna be automatic. Okay, updated version. And then we'll just keep messing around with it till we get it. Just want to get the settings right. Okay. So, how's 15-minute look? So now the 15-minute, we actually have the quarters that we can see perfect. 30-minute, 1 hour. Ooh, 1 hour is getting kind of tight. 30 minutes fine. 1 hour is a little tight. I think the max time frame for this should be 30 minute. Okay, taking a picture of that again. Sweet, bro. This is gonna be nice. It's gonna be like automatic. And at the end, I'll screenshot the entire thing. All right. Back to what I was doing. Right. 30-minute. And that's the new settings. Okay. Zooming out again. 1 hour. And we get the monthly quarters. 2 hour monthly quarters. 4 hour. It's kind of borderline. Oh, it's not even on. There we go. Okay. That looks normal. And then 4 hour. Yeah, 4 hours too much. I want to keep the 4 hour. I want to keep this to the 2 hour only. There we go. There we go. Okay. Yeah. Daily, that's too tight. Eight hours is going to be the max for this one. Yep, there you go. That's it. I got it. And three 2-day could be the max for this one. Okay. This is the official final order of everything. Okay. Okay. Settings for cycle quarters indicator 1. Settings for cycle quarters indicator number 2. Didn't mean to do that. So This needs to be 2 days. This needs to be 8 hours. This needs to be 2 hours. Then 30 minutes, 5 minutes, 1 minute, 15 seconds, 5 seconds, 1 second, 1 second. Perfect. Perfect. Okay. Awesome. Now, how come this one's not pulling up? Oh. Because the settings weren't on. Man, when you understand quarterly theory, the market makes a lot of sense, okay? It just does. It just does, bro. Like, I'm gonna actually get this out. I'm gonna delete this one. I'm gonna bring this one up to the top. I don't know if that's helpful or not. Honestly, I don't think it is. I mean, maybe this could show up on the 2 minute. Is that, how bad is that? It's actually okay. Okay, I'm actually gonna change it one last time. And maybe this can show up on the 30-second. Yeah. Yeah, no, that's probably fine. Okay. Four cycle quarters indicator. I'm just gonna override it. Okay. And let's switch all this. "30-second, 2 minute, 5 minute, 30 minute, 2 hour, 8 hour, 2 day. Yeah, looks good. Okay. Saving. Yeah, this is the weirdest part about this is it like starts the cycle and then it ends before it even starts. That's weird. But that is how it goes on that last quarter of the day. Now it's really easy to see the SSMT. Hey, what up, boy genius? How's it going, bro? I switched the settings on this indicator I made a while back. It's pretty helpful, and now it's honestly it's gonna be even more helpful to trade live and also to backtest because it's just gonna plot the quarters and stuff. So anyway, I'm gonna turn that off now. That's basically, that's helpful, but I don't need it right now. So what is going on right now? Wow, we're dumping. Okay. What else should we look at today, guys? We could look at this. There's a new week opening gap here. This one actually is a new week opening gap because, wait. How did I know that was going to be a new week opening gap? Not a weekly volume balance because, I mean, it might be a weekly volume balance too, but I'm marking it out as a new week opening gap. You know what probably happened at the high is we probably had some kind of trade off of that high of that weekly volume balance. My guess. Or not. This is not a weekly volume balance. This is an actual new week opening gap. The cool thing about new week opening gaps, guys, I don't know if you know this, but you can take a projection of a new week opening gap. So I could go, I don't know if any of you guys know this, but two, three, four projections. Like the projections themselves are very interesting. Anyway, it's a 5-minute pin bar at the high of it. You know, I want to update this indicator, honestly. Yeah, pin bar here off of the new week opening gap high. That's fun. Wonder if it was a precision swing point. Let's check. No, hey, it's right at the macro. That's crazy. What day was that? We can also check for SMTs too. Wow, it was a precision swing point. Wow. What did I say a precision swing point off a gradient was? Or a pin bar off a gradient? This might actually be the Cosmic Edge model. Oh, yep. This is actually a Cosmic Edge. So it's off a gradient of a new week opening gap. So this is a new week opening gap high. So 1 to 5-minute PSP. Once again, like the cool thing about like a Cosmic Edge in like a situation like this is I can project the NWOG as my take profits. How cool is that? So like this is probably one projection down. Yeah, one projection down right there. Two projections down right there. Two projections down, one projection. Wow. Clean as heck. Wow, I don't even have updated templates on this. So fascinating. So this is analog projections. That's awesome. That's awesome. Wow. Been going for 2 hours. I'll be done soon. 9:50, right at 9:50. Dang. This is on Thursday. This is on Wednesday. 950 cosmic edge, new week opening gap 1, meaning fill, aligned with a 5-minute precision swing point. Yeah, that's cool. Wow, RTH gap was to the upside today. Boom, instant fill. There was one over here to the downside. Did not get filled. It was too big. Yes, like for instance, this would have been a daily volume balance, right? But because it changed directions, I'm going to be calling it a CVI instead. So this is an example of a CVI. I'll be done here shortly. Almost done. And like if you go to the 1 hour, it's like, yeah. That's cool. There's so many things like this daily wick. I mean, hourly wick, putting gradients on hourly wicks. This is something ICT talks about, but like, seriously, it's like, we should do it more, you know? I should actually make a name for it, like DW for daily wick, or I don't know. I'll have to figure out what I want to call it, but you get the point. Interesting. This is reclaimed here. So we use it once already. And then we reclaim it. Oh, and you know what else about this? About this new week opening gap. This had not been efficiently delivered here. Huh. Wait, that's actually crazy. And then it's reclaimed here. And it is efficiently delivered. Yo, that's... Wait, what? That's so cool. I'm at the point where I don't even care what ICT says. I go off my own backtesting. I'm at the point where I don't even care what the heck ICT says or what anyone says. I'm like, even if someone has a little bit different of a definition, like I'm sure ICT's definitions of a lot of things are slightly different than my definitions. At the end of the day, I do what makes sense. I go into the market and learn, and once I, figure out what makes sense to me, I call it what I want, because at the end of the day, does it really matter what we call something as long as we can trade with it? If I trade with the stupidest names of concepts, but I'm profitable and the person using the correct names isn't profitable, then does it really matter? You know what I'm saying? So I can call things what makes sense, even if it's not technically ICT's correct version. I don't care. I don't care about being technically right. I care about being true to what the market is doing, and that's all. That's it. That's all I care about. That's all I care about. I care about doing things in a way that makes sense to me, that is true to what the market does. And past that, I don't care. Isn't that interesting? I just now realized I've been saving all the stuff, I think, on the wrong day. Maybe. I don't know for sure. Definitely this was on the wrong day. This should have been Thursday, I think. Let me check. Yeah. Okay. Where's August? Okay. This needs to be on this day. I messed that up. I should really be done. It's getting late, and yeah. Man, I'm always learning. Honestly, guys, I learned way more from my own studies of the market than the ICT mentorships. I'm not even gonna lie, guys. I always learn more when I study things for myself. It's a 15-minute pin bar as well. Well, we'll see what happens tomorrow. Yeah. It's like a daily, basically a daily implied gap. So I'm curious. I kind of want to see how well I can read the market in the current moment. Because, like, I would think I would consider this like daily implied gap. So we might reclaim this. Okay, reading the market. Here. Interesting how this got used. I might have to look at that later. I actually do want to be done soon though. And like it might be possible that we need to like I'm trying to play devil's advocate. We could need to use this breaker, but if it's bullish enough, we don't need to. If it's bullish enough, we even could use this 4-hour breaker. That actually kind of makes sense. It's another possibility. Oh, that's 6-hour breaker. This one's the 4-hour one. Just a thought. Like, we might need to come use this. I'm just making notes of whatever I see. I should be done. Man, I want to get that indicator working, which is gonna mark out the time-based SMTs for me. But in the meantime, I mean, having this to check is not terrible. Yeah, so it's actually it's a quarterly SMT. Q. This is Q. Well, it's partial. Anyway, so you know what? There is actually bearish quarterly SMT here. Could you imagine if we were bearish? How crazy that would be? I don't know. I don't think we will be. Okay, I'm going to be done. I'll see you guys later. Peace out.